Welcome to Ecomo Excel. Today we're going to create a chart in Google Sheets. I normally work in Excel, but once in a while I use Google Sheets. They are very similar. Today's example is a list of students who are working to improve their reading skills. Every week, their teachers check their progress and all of them seem to be improving. We have also added an average line at the bottom and calculated beforehand. And as you can see, we can realize the numbers are going up every week, but charts makes it a lot more easy to read and it's a very visual when we're trying to present the information to a group or to a class. So the first step to make a graph in Google Sheets is to go to the top menu, hit Insert, then down here, Chart, and it's going to look at the information that we have over there. In the chart just comes up. You find the chart that's that matches the best to your data. And your data, in this case, is our data is just behind. So let's just move the chart just a little bit down so we can also see our information. And I can see we're gonna do some editing. If you notice when we press on insert chart, the options for the chart editor came up on the right hand side. So first of all, you can choose which type of chart you want to use. And there's two suggested ones here at the top, one in columns and one in lines. We're going to stick with the line for today's example, but know that there's many options depending on what kind of data you have that you can use. There's pie and maps, scatter, etc. But for today's example, we're going to stick with a line chart. It shows a range, and by looking at the chart, there's a couple things we want to change. So I want to start with the title. So we're going to do a click here, which is going to move us to the customized side, chart title. And then we're going to change this to just like our file, words per minute on Rosewood Elementary. This data is just fictional, so don't, if there's a coincidence, somebody out there, it's not intentional. And then the other thing I see over here in our chart is that I also want to see the minor grid lines, so there's better idea where everybody's at. But the other thing that we can do, and you see how this chart is a little too crowded here, but we don't have any values under 100. So we can click on the vertical axis and it gives us an option for a min and max value. So let's change the minimum value to 100. And the maximum value, I think we're just gonna stick with 250. All right, next, we're gonna go to the titles, chart and axis titles. And for the vertical axis, I'm gonna add the words per minute. So we have that information there. And lastly, the other thing I wanted to show you, we're gonna go to the series, which are our lines or values. And there's a couple options we can use down here for point sizes. So you can add either circles, these ones are a little bigger, triangles, squares, diamonds, etc. Just to see where everybody's at. That helps a little more with the visual. And you can also add the data labels it's gonna get a little too crowded for this chart, but perhaps in a different chart it might work. So now that you have all these options, um, so this is probably what I will go with. Um, Maybe the only other thing I could change is the background color. But other than that, this will be a pretty good chart to use to show the progress of your students. So that's what I had today as far as making a graph in Google Sheets. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't to our channel, Ecomo Excel. Give us a thumbs up and send us any questions or features of Excel or Google Sheets you would like to see in the future. Thank you.